withthe.ccsradio.com. Each month, we feature Indiana Regional Medical Center in this particular segment, second Thursday of the month. And so this morning, we welcome into the studio Rachel Grove from IRMC. And with her today is Chelsey Baroni from ClareVita, which is located on 4th Street in Indiana. We're going to find out what they do as well. Topic today is Suicide Prevention Month and Suicide Awareness Month, and the Walk for a Wonderful Life, which is a tremendous event that is held each September. We're going to learn about this year's event in a couple of moments. Our visit presented by Marcus & Mack, voted Best Law Firm and Best Personal Injury Lawyer 4 years in a row now, and the Best of Indiana County Contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. So everybody wants to know now, Chelsey Baroni, what is ClareVita? What do you do?
Yeah, thank you. So ClareVita is outpatient mental health. We have individual therapy and medication management. We also have IVHS services for kids.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We are actually located on Church Street.
On
not
Church
4th Street. Yes.
What did I say? 4th Street?
4th Street, yes.
Why did I say that? I mean,
I don't know.
It's written right there. It's on Church Street in Indiana. Oh, wow.
We were formerly Family Behavioral Resources, so we're more commonly known as that, but we are now ClareVita.
Okay. All right. So your services, and in this particular segment, we combine them with IRMC. Rachel, Suicide Prevention Month is always a meaningful month for families because so many families are touched by suicide, and suicide ideation, I guess, is the phrase that is most commonly used now for people who have contemplated or are contemplating suicide. And it's such a serious topic, and it touches every life, doesn't it?
It does. It does.
Yeah. All right. So let's talk about it and what are some of the goals for IRMC and for ClareVita when it comes to suicide prevention, certainly with the new behavioral health facility, the mountains over there at IRMC. That's another tool in the toolbox, isn't it?
Exactly. Exactly. We really want to normalize talking about mental health symptoms. I work in the primary care setting, so sometimes that's often the first contact that someone might have. It's a very consistent place that people tend to come. Mm-hmm. We focus on creating pathways for referrals there. If you're bringing it up with your provider, that we have people that can talk to you comfortably about it, reduce stigma, and get you the services and referrals to help you.
Mm-hmm. Let's bring ClareVita then into the topic then and make the connection there.
Yeah, so we actually work really well with IRMC, and I supervise counties outside of Indiana, and I can say that IRMC does an excellent job of communicating with outside providers. The PCPs and the inpatient unit do a really great job of ensuring that clients who are inpatient or receiving their care are connected with the aftercare resources and outpatient that they need.
There are tons of misconceptions, I would guess, about suicide ideation, about whether somebody is seriously considering taking their life or whether it's just a phase, as someone might put it. And I would guess breaking down some of those myths and barriers is a really big part of what you do.
Yes. So actually, Rachel and I are here this morning representing the Indiana County Suicide Task Force. That's another part of our job. And what we are doing is trying to raise that awareness and help individuals understand when to help someone get the help that they need and to take them seriously. Because I always say, if they're just seeking attention, who cares, right? Give them the attention that they need. This is a life-saving measure that we need to use to support people. We, as the Suicide Task Force, offer QPR training, which is question, persuade, refer. So we go out into the community and we train anyone who wants it. We've trained Homer Center High School, Indiana High School. We're doing the IUP cadets next month. Anyone who wants this training is welcome to it. Please contact us. And it helps. We train individuals to learn how to question if someone is thinking about suicide, persuade them to seek help, or persuade them to stay here, and then refer them to the resources they need. So we do offer this within Indiana County because we know the resources. We have a really great community. We know how to connect people to the care that they need.
Those school services that you mentioned, they're so important. My goodness. And that's really one of the most vulnerable areas of our society right now, is it not?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, when you talk about school students, the stresses that they have, you talk about IUP and students who are away from home and the stresses of that, maybe for the first time, or they get around the wrong influences in their lives, and they find themselves in increasingly desperate situations. It's a really, really perilous time for them, is it not, Rachel?
It is, and just I think the first step of reaching out, letting someone know if you're struggling. It doesn't have to be a crisis when you just might need to talk and reach out to somebody. Good places to start for that is our crisis hotline, reaching out to someone at school, someone on campus, someone that you trust, and getting to some of the resources that are available here. Our website, our Facebook page for Suicide Task Force is another good place to start when you're thinking about the trainings that Chelsey was talking about. You can reach out to anybody. We have committees that are specifically focused on prevention, intervention, and postvention. So you've got groups of people that are able to provide some support no matter what stage you're in if you're struggling with an issue.
Yeah. The Walk for a Wonderful Life is a big part of this month's activities.
Yes.
And it is coming up when?
It is September 21st, a Sunday. It's always the third Sunday in September. It is from 11 to 12:30, but we will open up the tables at 10:15 in registration. So you can come, walk around, see the tables, learn about community resources, and then all of the events will start at 11. We do have registration online. If you want to do it ahead of time, there's no fee for attending. We do accept donations. It is our biggest fundraising event of the year. And if you want to register online, it's stf32.com.
stf32.com. And of course, it's at Mac Park.
It is at IRMC Mac Park, yes, where the grandstands are.
Yeah, yeah. So that is where everything will be centered on that day, September 21st. That particular event, I know, is close to the hearts of many folks who have had family members fall victim to suicide. And so it's an event at which you will find the families of those who have fallen victim to suicide. You'll find people who have survived their own suicide attempts. You'll find people who have considered and maybe even are still in the process of working this all out in their lives. And suicide is something that they might be considering even as they're there at this event. That makes it such an important event, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, there are so many different perspectives. So what actually happens at this event, Rachel?
Well, there are vendor tables with the resources like Chelsey talked about that will set up kind of while they're getting things organized. We will have some speakers talk. Usually that's family member or someone who has some lived experience. And we have the walk. It's a little different this year. Chelsey, I'll let you kind of describe the difference on that.
We shortened it a little bit this year. We found that over the years, people seem to, move out towards the end and leave early and not stick around for the closing ceremony or the basket raffle. So we've shortened it, so it is only from 11 to 12:30. So just an hour and a half for the whole entire event this year. So we'll see how it goes. If we feel like we need more time, we can adjust next year, but it's our trial period.
Yeah. Stop by, engage, basket raffle, good information, and it's a safe space to talk to some people.
Yeah, yeah. There is such a stigma that can be attached to suicide and to the thought process that people go through and the roads that they can find themselves going down. That road gets darker and darker as they go, and their possibility of talking to people about it and opening up about it gets a little bit more remote with every step that they take down that road. And so to bring it into the light so that people don't feel stigmatized talking about suicide, it has to be a really important thing.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, so all of this will be happening on September the 21st. Meanwhile, you mentioned the suicide hotline number.
Yes, it is 1-877-333-2470, and that is our local Indiana Armstrong County suicide hotline. You do not need to be in a crisis to call. If it is just kind of a low point and you need someone to reach out to, I really encourage people to use it for those opportunities too as well.
And it's 24/7.
It is 24/7. 365. They do have walk-in hours, which I don't have on my paper for those walk-in hours. And then, of course, 988 is always available, too. That is the national hotline.
I think that a lot of people are unaware that there is a national hotline for that, 988. That's a really important number to remember. And for anybody out there who is thinking along those lines, thinking that suicide might be an option for them, not only people thinking that it's the best option, but any option at all, remember 988 and make that call, or give that number again for the locals.
1-877-333-2470.
stf32.com.
Yes.
Very
Look
good.
us up on Facebook.
There you go. The Walk for a Wonderful Life is coming on September the 21st at IRMC Mac Park. Meanwhile, website, great resource for you. And just to know the number of people and organizations involved in the Suicide Task Force, that's a pretty amazing group of people.
There's probably like 50 people.
Probably, 50 people representing different agencies. And we have a lot of really good support. I think we've been able to do the amount of things we've been able to do in the past years because of those agencies, and not just the individuals that show up, the overall agency that represents them, right? Like Rachel comes from IRMC. IRMC supports this mission and allows her to do the things that she does. The same with Claire Vita. They allow me to use my time to go out in the community and provide education and support the task force in an incredible way. So we're very grateful. We have an excellent community when it comes to suicide prevention.
Yeah.
And like I said, even if you're an employer or a business that's looking to provide some education for employees too, we're a good resource to direct you to what's out there.
Happy to come and talk with them and fill them in
definitely.
on what they might be able to do to be a part of the solution. Beautiful. Ladies, thank you so much for coming in to visit with us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
For having us.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. 8:25, Boomer Sports next, and then Matt is with us from the WCCS Newsroom.